Sairam devotees, welcome to Launch Park Sai Center's online Satsangh. Many of us are here today because we love ourselves enough to want to achieve our highest potential, to realize that we are God. Baba has given us one such method to help in this realization, and that is the below affirmation. I am God. I am God. I am no different from God. I am the eternal, undifferentiated Absolute. Grief and anxiety cannot affect me. I am always content. Fear cannot enter me. I am Satchitananda. I am pure existence, awareness, and bliss. I am omnipotent. I am all-powerful. Nothing is impossible for me. I am omniscient. I am all-knowing. There is nothing which is not known to me. I am omnipresent. I am present everywhere. I pervade this universe. I am Krishna. I am Buddha. I am Jesus. I am Sai. I am Sai. I am Sai. I am God. I am God. I am God. Before we begin our satsang, let us also set our intention for today's satsang and for life. I intend to realize that I am God, that we are all God. Let us now begin with our opening prayer.
Guru Pyo
जननी जानक जीवन राम,
जननी जानक जीवन राम,
जननी जानक जीवन राम,
जननी जानक जीवन राम।
जय जय राम साई राम जय तु रामा,
जय जय राम साई राम जय तु रामा,
जय जय राम साई राम जय तु रामा,
जय जय राम साई राम जय तु रामा।
परम सुमंगल राम राम राम,
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 राम राम राम, परम सुमंगल राम राम राम,
राम राम राम, परम सुमंगल राम राम राम,
राम राम राम, परम सुमंगल राम राम राम,
राम राम राम, परम सुमंगल राम राम राम।
जननी जानक जीवन राम,
जननी जानक जीवन राम,
जननी जानक जीवन राम,
जननी जानक जीवन राम।
जय जय राम साई राम जय तु रामा, जय जय राम साई राम जय तु रामा, परम सुमंगल राम राम राम, परम सुमंगल राम राम राम, परम सुमंगल राम राम राम, परम सुमंगल राम राम राम।
Let us sit up straight for Jyoti meditation. Hands relaxed in the lap, with right palm on top of left palm, and thumbs lightly touching. Take a deep breath and breathe slowly and evenly. Now, close your eyes and visualize the flame of a lighted candle in front of you, and see how beautiful it is with its warm golden color. Bring the flame nearer and nearer to you, and feel it enter you through the center of your forehead, between your eyebrows. Let the flame descend to your heart, and imagine your heart as a beautiful lotus flower, pure and white. As the flame enters the heart, imagine the petals of the lotus open out one by one, bathing every single thought, feeling, and emotion in the light, and so removing darkness from them. Your heart is now filled with light, with love and peace. Then think, I am full of love and I am pure. Imagine the light in your heart growing wider, bigger, brighter, and radiating its rays down your arms all the way to your hands, filling both hands with light. Your hands are now filled with light and have become the instruments of light and love. Then think, let me do good things and serve all. Now, visualize the light in your heart spreading down the body, slowly along the legs to the feet, and filling both feet with light. Your feet are now filled with light. And think, let me walk only to good places where there is love and peace. And let me meet only with good people. Let the light spread from the heart up to your throat and surround the tongue and the mouth with light. Your mouth and tongue are now filled with light. Now think. Let me speak softly and always tell the truth and say only what is necessary and useful. Slowly, the light extends upward to the ears and fills both ears with light. Now think. Let me hear only good things. Now, extend the light and let it spread to the eyes, filling both eyes with light. Again, concentrate on the light and think. Let me see good in all things. Now, visualize the light entering your forehead and filling the head with light, purifying the mind. Your head is now filled with light. Now think. Wherever there is light, darkness cannot be present, and I will only have good thoughts. Imagine the light in you glowing more and more intensely. Let the light shine all around you. Now, visualize the divine form of Sri Satya Sai Baba and offer this light at his lotus feet. Now, extend this light and surround your loved ones, other members of your family, friends, and especially those who are unkind to you or who you perceive to be unkind to you. May they all be filled with light, with love, filled with peace. Let the light expand to the entire world so that all mankind, animals, and plants, and all living beings are filled with light. Let the whole universe be filled with light. Now, imagine that there is only light and that you are the source of this light. The light is within you. You are one with the light.
Topic that we all have discussed before is a very, very important topic. So we'll have a little revision, right? Yeah. But before I get into that topic, I just want to remind you something we ought to know. No doubt we know it already, but we need to remind ourselves and to re-examine ourselves and make every effort to progress along the path. And our scriptures tell us that there are 4 types of man. You have man, demon. Yes, we see it in the Ramayana, we see it in the Bhagavad, Quran, and we see it in daily life, that people are looking like human beings, but they're behaving like demons. How does a demon behave? A demon will destroy other human beings, will destroy property, will destroy so many other things. And today we see, there's so much of crime and violence, not simple crime and simple violence, but heinous crimes taking place. So much so that they're equivalent to what we have seen in the scriptures, the demoniac in nature, great crimes. I don't want to get into that now, but I'm sure you understand that. We read about it in the papers all the time. People are not only taking advantage of other human beings, but they're killing and destroying. They're destroying property, they're destroying lives, they're destroying communities, they're destroying nations. Yeah. Let's take, for instance, what is happening in Ukraine, that war there, right? Yeah. Look at the destruction taking place there. What greater demon and such, those acts committed by that human person or persons. So that's the man demon, right? Yeah. And then at a higher level is man animal, meaning someone having the body of a human being but behaving like an animal, lack of feelings for others. Well, even some animals don't behave like that, you know. But the tendencies are like that of animal, not of a human being. They're so crude, they're so rough, they're so, you know, they're so violent as well. And as we go high up in the level, we have man, where a man is behaving like a man. What does it mean, sir? Well, maybe if I should give an example of, go back a little, the man-animal. It does not matter to an animal whether it's Sunday, Saturday or Wednesday. To us human beings, Wednesday matters because Wednesday is Satsangh day, temple day. We must come to class, you see it? But animals, it doesn't bother to them what day it is, whether it's Janmashtami or whether it's Guru Purnima or whether it's Wednesday. It doesn't matter, they just eat, drink and sleep, you know, and do whatever work they have to do. The scriptures and the higher life does not appeal to them. That is a man like animal. And then we come to man. Well, the man has the ability to think and the ability to feel. Animals do feel as well, but man has the ability to think. And therefore, using his thinking capacity, he will be able to make choices between good and bad. And the man will choose what is good, but he's more or less concerned with just, well, I'll come to a temple on a Wednesday, I'll come to Satsangh on a Thursday, but the rest of the days is mine, you know, and he's going about his business in the usual way, you know. 1 foot here and 1 foot here, you understand? He's 50% divine, 50%, you know, just ordinary. That's man. He knows about God, but he's not aspiring towards the divine path in a serious and meaningful way. He knows may know about the existence of God. Surely he knows how to work and to save and to invest and to multiply and these other things. That's a man, you know. Obviously we want to do better than all three. It's good if we're man, but we need to go one higher. We need to become a man divine. That should be our aspiration, a man divine. Whereby, yes, we come to satsang and we read the scriptures and so on, but we are aspiring to practice what we read, to put into practice the things we have heard. We are aspiring to achieve liberation, to become one with our source. We are not satisfied with 2 days of happiness and 5 days of unhappiness. We are not satisfied with just working and saving and investing and qualifying and other things, because we know we have to leave all those things here and proceed with empty hands. We have to leave all the material things here, and all the name and fame and all these achievements, we have to leave them here. So the man divine is seeking at a very early stage, not waiting till the last day, but the earliest opportunity to free himself from this bondage of this human existence, where we have, as we said, 3 days good or 4 days good, and the rest of the week is unhappiness and sadness and grief and so on. The man divine wants eternal happiness, peace and love and bliss and eternal life. This is what we should be aspiring. And as such, to achieve that, we need to practice. We need to put into practice the knowledge we acquire. And we need to add to our knowledge on a daily basis. That's why it's one of our the duties or expected of a Sai devotee, that every day he or she should read some part of the scriptures and add to his knowledge or her knowledge of what is expected of us. Having said that now, I'd like to move over to the goals, the 4 aspirations of the man of man. And we talk about man, and man divine. That would not appeal to man demon. That would not appeal to man animal. But it would appeal surely to man divine and may appeal to man. Right? We have to encourage man to pursue these 4 aspirations. These 4 aspirations are called the 4 purusharthas, the 4 goals of man. What are these 4? They're called dharma, arth, kama, and moksha. Dharma means, or dharma means righteous living, righteousness. We should pursue the path of righteousness. Everything we do should be based on the principle of righteousness. All our actions, thoughts, and deeds should be right, based on righteousness. See no evil, see what is good. Hear no evil, hear what is good. Speak no evil, speak what is good. Think no evil, and do no evil, do what is good. Righteousness, everything. Righteousness should be our way of life. That's one of the things we should pursue, dharma. In another way, we should see our duty as God. When we start seeing our duty as God, we must perform our duty as God. See our duty as God. Whatever our duty, if we're a student, we should study. Study. As our studies is God. We're working at home, a housewife or a mother, something like that. That duty is God. We're working in the offices or policeman or security officer. They should see that their duty is God. And they should see that their work becomes worship to God. That is how you must pursue our work. Our work becomes worship. Whether it's a student, a mother at home, a father at home, a child, whatever is our duty, based on our stage in life and our position in life, we should see it as an opportunity. We should see it as make it an offering to God and do it for God. So that is dharma. Live a life of righteousness. Art is wealth. Well, most people perform that and perform it well. They seek wealth. Right? To go after wealth, to acquire material possessions, and wealth is not only that. Wealth is also spiritual qualities is wealth. Finer qualities in life is wealth. But today man sees wealth as mainly material things, property and possessions, and these other things like that. That's the second one. I'll come back to it in a while. Karma is the next one. What are karma? Karma desires. Fulfillment of desires or satisfaction of desires. A lot of material desires. If those desires are related to spirituality and to God, then it's fine. But the desires we entertain are desires for material things of this world, for position, for honor, for respect, for wealth, for qualification, for all these things, for progeny, family, and so on. We have all these desires, and these desires are not good for us really. That's why Baba prescribes as one of the duty for us as Sai devotees that each day or every opportunity we must try to put a ceiling in our desires. For desires causes bondage. We have to come because of these desires. Not all our desires will be fulfilled. Desires, the scriptures tell us, is like a flame. The more you throw petrol in a flame or fuel in a flame, is the more it ignites. The more we try to satisfy our desires, the more desires come up again. The best way to control desires is to put a ceiling and keep dropping that ceiling on desires. Where we desire 10 things, we cut it back to 9, we cut back to 8, we cut back to 7, and so on. That's the only way we can control desires. Not by saying, look, after I get this 10, I'll be all right. No, 20 more will come in the meantime. Right? So, calm. A lot of people say, well, you know, I'm doing 50% and I'm doing very good. And to this standard, I might get a pass rate for that because I have, I'm looking for wealth and I satisfy my desires. I'm married, I have children, I have grandchildren, I have great-grandchildren, I have all these nice cars, all these things, I'm comfortable, you know. But that's only 50%. 50% will remain as man. We wouldn't reach man divine. And we have to get beyond man divine to be liberated. Liberation is what we should be aspiring for. And Baba says, well, the last one is liberation. Liberation is mukti as we know it. What is that? Liberation is freedom. Freedom from desires. Freedom from this material existence. Freedom from the body. So it's a mental adjustment we need to make. Liberation, a lot of us say, well, when I die or when I almost die, I'll get liberation. No, when I die, I'll get liberation. The Bible says liberation has to be obtained when we are alive. And we have to start the journey for liberation very early in life. We shouldn't wait till when we retire, when we're old. Bible says that's a little too late then. You have to start early, between 15 and age 30, that is the time. And pursue it very seriously, liberation. I'm not saying people like me shouldn't try, we should try. But the right age, Baba says, we should start early. He says, start early, drive slowly, arrive safely. That's what we need to do. Work towards liberation, freedom from this body, freedom from all these attachments and desires. Baba says, these 4 goals should not be taken 1, 2, 3, 4. The right way these should be approached is, it should be, we should earn wealth. Dharma and art should go together. Meaning, whatever wealth we earn should be earned righteously. Not by cheating, not by robbing, not by unfair means. We should earn our wealth righteously. We must not get rich or earn wealth, whatever the wealth be, by unfair means or unrighteous means. That is not correct. So it's really 2, he says it should be 2. The dharma and art and karma and moksha. What it means? Karma is desires. We shouldn't desire material things, but we should desire liberation. That should be our aspiration in life, to desire liberation. So very early, the desire we should focus on is designed to be liberated, to become one with the Lord, to return to our source, to achieve eternal life, happiness and bliss. That should be the desire we should entertain. So, before he is broken down to 2, that we should earn whatever we earn, whether it's qualification, whether it's reputation, whether it's material wealth or anything we earn, we should earn it righteously. Earn our wealth in whatever form through righteous means. And secondly, he says, we should desire liberation. We should desire oneness with God, oneness with ourselves, oneness with our true self. That should be our goal. These, he says, are the aspirations in life.
Sharing, spread its wings, fly across the earth and bring your joy
devotees, we have now come to the end of another beautiful online satsang. I thank you for joining with us as we help each other along our spiritual journeys back to Godhead. Until we meet again, I encourage you all to live in love. Make decisions based on love, and allow your divine light to shine and inspire all those around you. Sai Ram.